I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Anjanas Education. Today we are connecting with a new chapter, Development of Polio Vaccines, which is written by Bonnie Oking and Linda Morgenstein, who was an editor. Actually, today we are going to discuss a new chapter. ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ chapter ସହିତ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ଆମେ ଯୋଡ଼ି ହେଉଛୁ. The name of the chapter is Development of Polio Vaccines. Polio କହିଲେ polio is a disease, vaccine କହିଲେ ଟୀକା ବା ଆମେ ଯେଉଁ କହୁଛୁ vaccine ଟୀକା ଯେଉଁଟା to prevent polio पोलियो को निराकरण पाई गोटे वैक्सीन रो आविष्कार होता एंड इट इज अ ह्यूज स्टोरी इट इज अ वंडरफुल स्टोरी टू लिसन दैट हाउ इट वाज डेवलप्ड एंड दैट हाउ द डिजीज से रोग किभली भाव लोक मान शिकार करुला तार भयावहता विषय आम आज जाना सो इंट्रोड्यूसिंग द author I told you something about the writer. It is written by Bonnie Oking is an American microbiologist. The meaning of microbiologist कहले सूक्ष्म जीव विज्ञानी जी and a fiction writer. से होचंदी जने fiction writer उपन्यास लेखंती. So as I told you that I am going to introduce what is polio and how that polio vaccine was developed. किभली डेवलप हेतिला and what is the story behind it. आ पछरे कोन स्टोरी अछि. Poliomyelitis or polio is an acute. The meaning of acute कहले उत्कट बा उत्कट बा तीव्र बोलिकर जोटा कहछु viral infectious संक्रामक infectious कहले संक्रामक disease that spreads from person to person लोक टू लोक को संक्रमण करिथाय एही रोग. It was kind of disease or it is a disease primarily by the facial oral route मुख आ फेस मुह माध्यम कौन होता है आर हूँ भाइबल रूट से लोक संक्रमित करें. पोलियो इज अ वेरी सीरीयस डिजीज. पोलियो हूँ बहुत माने भयंकर रोग बा बहुत सीरीयस डिजीज विच कैन लीड टू पैरालाइज और इवन डेथ. ड्यू टू पोलियो और पोलियोमाइलिटिस a person can die and he or she can be paralyzed and even lead to die. मरी भी जाई पारे और तार समस्त अंग पैरालाइज हो जाता है. At one time, polio was one of the most dread childhood illness of the 20th century. In the 20th century, it was a dreaded childhood illness. It was a disease that was not going to be prevented. जार निराकरण कौन प्रकार सुविधा नथिला and no vaccine was developed during that time. से समय कौन प्रकार vaccine बाहर नथिला and the disease caused severe illness to the severe illness in thousands of children each year before the vaccine was introduced in 1955. So I would like to tell you that the vaccine to prevent polio was developed in the year 1955. It was introduced आरंभ होइतिला 1955 रे आरो आविष्कार होइतिला वैक्सीन टा. बट बिफोर दैट इट वाज अ ड्रेडफुल डिजीज एंड इट वाज वेरी सीरियस डिजीज. बहुत भयानक रोग थिला एंड इट इफेक्टेड थाउजेंड्स ऑफ चिल्ड्रन ईच ईयर. प्रति वर्ष हजार हजार पिला माने हार शिकार होतले. एंड देन वी विल कम टू नो दैट the number of cases has decreased significantly after thanks to the introduction and widespread use of the vaccine. Thanks to the introduction माने इटा होची एक so हजार हजार शिशु माने हर शिकार हेतले during the 20th century and it was too difficult task to develop a vaccine during that time. से समय रे गोटे vaccine रो develop करिबा to prevent polio was too difficult task. But thanks to the introduction and widespread use of the vaccine, the number of cases has decreased significantly. तापरे कोन हेतला आरो आविष्कार परे कोन हेतला धीरे धीरे रोगरो प्रकोप कमी थिला and the cases had decreased significantly. धीरे धीरे आरो कमी थिला. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd president of the United States, was a victim of polio. Franklin Delano Roosevelt जे 32तम राष्ट्रपति थिले अमेरिका रो. he was one of the victim of poliomyelitis or polio. हम कोई बार पोलियो रोग से शिकार हेतिले. So in this chapter we will come to know his story, how he started his career as a president, but later on he was a victim of poliomyelitis and how did it was a challenge on the part of the person Franklin Delano Roosevelt to prevent polio and poliomyelitis. ए रोगरो निराकरण करिबा and to develop vaccine, and to our people it was a challenge because he was completely paralyzed. He was not even able to stand, but on the part of him to run the country was not that much easier task, but it was a huge challenge on the part of him. तांको पक्षरे आथिला गोटे challenge जोटा उसे किबळी भाबे निबेथिले we will discuss with the discussion. It is a chapter that we will have to read it properly and we will also come to know the story of polio vaccine, how it was developed, and we will also come to know how much dreadful it is, the disease poliomyelitis and polio किभलिया शिकार करता है लोगों को, किभलिया पैरालाइज करता है, किभलिया संक्रमण करता है. थ्रू आउट द डिस्कशन वी विल कम टू नो अबाउट इट. आ द्वारा आम जानी पारिबा इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास.